This is the altar of St. Brigid and Bernard. Behind them is a screen, what's called a reredos, that's an exact replica of the doorway to a 12th century chapel in Ireland, called St. Bernard's Chapel. Some call this the most Irish part of the cathedral, but St. Bernard was actually French. In the 12th century, he was called upon by the Pope to reform monasteries across Europe, including Ireland. But as Cardinal Dolan explains, he did much more than that.
One of the most astounding preachers in the life of the Church, 12th century. His writings on Jesus, his writings on Mary, his writings on the spiritual life, his writings on prayer. St. Bernard led renewal in the Church, which we need today.
Here's an excerpt of one of his prayers. Love is sufficient of itself. It gives pleasure by itself, and because of itself. It is its own merit, its own reward. Love looks for no cause outside itself, no effect beyond itself. To the left is a statue of St. Brigid, who lived in Ireland in the 5th century, during the same time as St. Patrick. In fact, her parents were baptized by St. Patrick. She became a nun and founded a convent and art school in Ireland. Her convent was a miracle in itself. As the story goes, she asked the local king to give her land where she could build her convent. He refused. Then, she asked if he would give her only enough land that her cloak could cover. Thinking she was joking, he said yes. As she and her attendants spread out the cloak in all 4 directions, the cloak kept getting bigger and bigger. The king was convinced. He not only helped her build the convent, but converted to Catholicism. St. Brigid, along with St. Patrick and St. Columba, are among Ireland's best-known saints.